Hormonal teenagers with superpowers in high school. What can possibly go wrong? First up on deck of family movie night movies that me and my family recently watched is the 2005 superhero movie Sky High. And the synopsis for the movie reads as follows. Set in an era where superheroes are commonly known and accepted, young William Stronghold, the son of the commander in Jetstream, tries to find a balance between being a normal teenager and an extraordinary being. So the movie follows the Strongholds, which is played by Michael Angranato. I think I'm saying his name wrong. If I'm not, I apologize. He is William Stronghold, teenage kid that is going to start his first year in Sky High School, which is a high school for superheroes. The curriculum there is basically how to be a superhero and or superhero sidekick. His family, his parents rather, the commander, which is played by Kurt Russell, and Jetstream, which is played by the late Kelly Preston, rest in peace. They are the two most famous superheroes in the world. And he has a really big shadow to kind of live up to their reputation as the biggest superheroes in the world, which is a big part of the plot. So the first day of school, a big secret is revealed about Will, which sets into motion some internal conflict on which friends that he's going to associate himself with. And it also plays into the hands of the villain, which is trying to infiltrate a certain situation. Basically, kind of normal kid in high school stuff, but again, this kid has superpowers. So the positives of this movie, while it has that 2000s jocks and bullies and popular kids and unpopular kid type of trope, it does make you ponder this question. What if you can go back to high school and have all those same intricacies, but this was a high school full of people with superpowers? What if you were the son or daughter of superhero parents that were the most famous superheroes in the world? What kind of stress would that put on a high school kid? We kind of get to see that throughout this movie as we see Will deal with some of the stress, I would say, of the situation that he's in, trying to live up to his parents' reputation. And that's what I think Sky High does a really great job of, is giving us a look into his psyche and look into a person's psyche if they had to deal with these type of things. What type of stress would that put on your friends or the friends that you choose if you know that you have a situation where everyone is looking at you to do a certain thing? And I know that's something that high school students probably still deal with or does deal with today. I think a lot of what they showed us was some good life lessons that a lot of parents real life parents could really learn from. Also kids could learn from. I think that's what really makes this a good movie, is the underlying message that it's trying to tell to the viewer, while also being a really entertaining movie. It has a few guest stars that's in the movie, like you have Bruce Campbell that's playing Coach Boomer. You have the older Wonder Woman. I'm sorry, I don't know what her name is, but she's the TV series Wonder Woman. You see her. She's the Principal Powers, they call her. So this movie definitely has some star power. It definitely has some action. It definitely has a good message that I think can relate to both kids and their parents. So I think this is a really good movie. Talking about the negatives, this is not the 2000s Iron Man, so the graphics don't hold up too well. If you're watching it in Super HD 3D screen, it's going to look pretty terrible. But overall, it does what I think the purpose of the movie is to entertain your kids, and to if you're looking at it as a parent, it keeps your interest as well. So rating-wise, I rate Sky High as snackable. So I remember when this movie came out, I watched it, and back in the day, I thought it was great. Now, being that me and my family have the weekly tradition of watching movies on Friday nights as a family, and I have kids between the toddler years and the teenage years, I thought that this would be a great movie for us to watch as a family. The biggest question I had for this movie is, would it stand up to the test of time? I kind of understood that the CGI in this movie probably wouldn't look as great as it did back in 2005 with all of the advancements that we've had in CGI, which it did not. But the plot of this movie, the action of this movie, all of that stuff kept my family in a hold up watching this movie. And that says a lot, because if we all stay up and watch a movie, That is a really interesting movie. So thank you for watching this review. If you like what you've seen, please follow, like, and subscribe. But until next week, I'll see you in the next review.